the virtues and sins. So dear friends, let me just now take you to what we call the special sins that take away our joy, our happiness, and make us slaves. I've been speaking in this Lenten season about the capital sins, and as you know, the capital sins are pride, greed, envy, lust, gluttony, anger, and sloth. I have already spoken about pride, greed, envy, and lust, and today let me say a few words about gluttony. What is gluttony? As you know, gluttony means to eat, or perhaps to drink, and to the excess, much more than you need. It's a craving, it's a craze that I want to eat and be satisfied, much more than satisfaction. And therefore gluttony is a sin because, first of all, we don't take care of ourselves, we don't take care of the food that is placed before us, and more important, we deprive others also, perhaps of their share. Gluttony, the word gluttony comes from what we call gola. It's the neck. In Latin and Italian, it's called the neck, as it were, meaning to say that we eat up to the neck, to the brim, as it were, and we are not only not fully satisfied, we crave for more and more. And that is why it is a sin. And as I said, this sin of ours, selfishness of ours, gluttony of ours, and greed of ours deprives others also of certain things perhaps they would have benefited. I think it's Mahatma Gandhi who said, there is enough for the needs of the persons in the world, but surely there is not enough to satisfy the greed of the persons. If only we could share with the others, we would not only be happy ourselves, we would also make others happy. Let me just give you one or two small scripture quotations which speak about gluttony. You know, the Deuteronomy chapter 21 verse 20 speaks about the drunkenness, the lavishness, the idolatry. You know, you make God out of the food that is in front of you, the drink that is in front of you, and also wastefulness. 1 John chapter 2 verse 15 to 17 speaks about what we call the lust of the flesh. The lust of the flesh is to go and eat and eat and eat, drink and drink and drink, and there's no limits for that. There's another beautiful quotation of Proverbs which speaks, Proverbs 25 verse 28, a person without self-control is like a city with broken down walls. A person who has no self-control, it's like a city that has got no walls, or perhaps the walls are just crumbling. You can imagine all the enemies will come inside. So therefore, in this season of Lent, perhaps we could pay a little attention and say that, what are my food habits? What are the things that perhaps that are good for me and that are tasty for me? And do I practice any limits? Do I think of the others? You know, the opposite of gluttony is temperance, moderation. Everything has got a limit. Neither the extreme of not eating at all, or perhaps the other extreme of eating everything and keep on eating. Moderation. In the middle lies the virtue. That's what we hear from our wise people. So my dear friends, perhaps these are the things that I would like to say about the many things about the diocese and certain spiritual values that might benefit you. I wish you a very happy Sunday and a week ahead. God bless you.